Hi there, my name is Tim Metz. I'm the Director of Content Engineering at Animalz, a content marketing agency. And in this video, I'm going to show you how we use the AirOps MCP server, their AEO capabilities, and Claude Code to run our own proprietary system for doing AEO analysis, strategy creation, and then executing on that plan. We have a Claude Code command where we feed web research and strategy documentation and other things that are relevant into this Claude Code prompt, which then does a big analysis and based on these inputs determines and recommends which prompts to track. AirOps then start tracking those prompts. Then when the data is ready, you can use the AirOps MCP again from Claude Code with a command that then pulls out all the data and then creates 3 layers of actions. That's why this is a really cool process, because it goes from helping you determine what to track to then helping you act on it. The reason we've set it up like this is because Claude Code allows us to pull in data from many more sources and do much more powerful analysis to determine which prompts to track. So for example, we can feed it also a strategy document for a campaign or the overall content strategy of the customer, and it can take that into account in the research it does to help us select which prompts to track. Let's go into it and I'll show you what that looks like. So we're doing Animalz and we're in discover and add mode, which is looking for prompts that we want to track and then add them to AirOps to the MCP. It's checking which prompts we're already tracking in AirOps, and we're tracking 179 prompts already. It has identified the competitor landscape and it's now suggesting where and which prompts to add. So create all in AirOps, yes. It's adding the prompts through the AirOps MCP, and these prompts have now been added and start tracking. Okay, so now let's have a look in AirOps. Does Animalz build custom AI works for clients? So you see this has now been inserted here into the AirOps tracking. And then when that's ready, we can then use the next command, opportunities, and that will then pull this data, the data that is now tracking on these prompts out of AirOps. And then Claude Code runs analysis on that to identify opportunities. And it's going to put those opportunities in 3 buckets. One is quick wins, one is refreshes, and then there's the third bucket, which is what we call blue ocean. And I'll just show you what it looks like when we push one of these opportunities to a grid in AirOps. So here you see it's created 2 AirOps action grids. And so now when we go into AirOps, we have a grid ready, this one for AEO visibility gaps, and it has loaded all the information in here. And we can now simply hit start and it will start to run this workflow. And we're producing the content that was identified in the process. So I think what's really nice about this system is that it goes from really deep and broad analysis to automatically putting everything into AirOps. From there, makes it actionable with both the quick wins that you can execute immediately and pushing things to a grid where you can then start running the workflows and getting that content ready for your team to review and then publish. So this is how we do part of our AEO machine. I hope it was interesting and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.